We're here with Robin Verner listening to her amazing testimony. Robin, keep talking to us.
Soon after that, my world began to shake, and our world went into crisis, and I began to lose my life. I knew something was wrong in my house, but I had no idea that, as it turns out, my husband was having an affair. And it was a painful day when you find out that your husband has fallen for another woman. And it was so devastating for me because I had grown up with a father who had done the same. And so I went to the depths of darkness, and I took my children with me, Barry.
Wow. You must have said, why me, God? I've honored you with my life. How many people listening to us right now are in situations they didn't cause?
Yes.
And saying, why, God? How can you do that to me? How can you allow this? How did you deal with that? Well, help us understand that moment of time in your life, in your walk.
Well, to be honest, I knew that God loved me. I knew that he had come to bind up the brokenhearted and to set the captive free. And I knew that he was coming for me. So no, I did not ask him why. I just said, God, please help me. And in the depths of despair, when you can see nothing but darkness, and you know that you've taken your children with you, all I had in that moment was my faith. And I remember being at a point where I went to a hotel and I was on the floor of this hotel room knowing that I would have to die in that place because I could not bear the pain. And in that moment, God came to me. And with his strong right arm, he lifted me up and he said to me, Robin, you will live because of me. And I knew in that moment that I would not only live, but that I would stand. And he said to me, teach your children to suffer well. And so we went on a journey of suffering greatly. And it went on for quite a long time. And in the end, after fighting with everything that I had in me to save my marriage, my husband went back to her. And I divorced him. The hardest day of my entire life because I would never divorce. God hates divorce. And yet I divorced my husband. The journey only got darker and the pain grew stronger. And the only thing that my boys and I had was our faith in the Word of God. And as a family, the boys and I always spent time in the Word, and we always prayed together. But now we needed God. And so we began to pray together. We began to seek him. Jeremiah says, you will seek me and find me when you search for me with all of your heart.
All your heart, your whole heart.
Yes.
Your whole heart.
And that's what
it is
did.
A process.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go from A to Z in one step.
No.
It's not like, okay, I got it, I'm fine. No, there's pain.
Pain is the breadcrumbs that lead us to God.
Ooh.
Right?
Ooh.
And so that pain literally led us to the heart of God. And honestly, even though the boys graduated and one went to college and one went to Africa, and our family got very divided very quickly, the powerful presence of God met every one of us where we were, and he opened us up, and he began to do things deep within our inner man that were bringing wholeness, that were bringing healing. And I can tell you that today, that God has done mighty things, miraculous things, and I have 3 powerful, humble, beautiful men of God as sons who bless my life every single day, who are out building the kingdom. And together, our family, although broken, God has still even blessed the entire family. And there is peace.
And he was faithful. He's always faithful.
He is who he says he is. And he has done what he said he would do. He has restored us. He has healed us. I came from a broken family, had a broken life, and today I am a whole healed woman. And not that I didn't make mistakes along the way, because Barry, I made a lot of mistakes
Yeah.
along the way. I threw things on my children that hurt me today, that I caused pain on top of pain in their lives. But in my weakness, God was made strong. And my boys today love me and honor me, even though I didn't do it all right.
Robin, thank you for coming today. I don't know anybody who's experienced so much pain that's so much fun to hang out with. Thank you for coming and joining with us today, and we'll see all of you next time.